Right, fella? In the business for some fake Star Wars toys? Don't tell anyone. Got this bad boy for you. Yeah, it's here for £16, alright? Shh, don't tell nobody, okay?
Hello fiends and collectors, this is me, Daniel East 1000, back again with another Star Wars The Black Series figure review. It is worth noting though that this is a bootleg. I have previously reviewed some of these products before. Link up there to check out my review on the 212 Clone Troopers, Waxer and Boyle. Those were of course bootleg figures produced, or at very least sold, by Vales Toys. These take pre-existing Star Wars The Black Series moulds and just paint them up into the more niche and fan favourite, I suppose, of Clone Troopers. However, there was one that they did list just last year that really piqued my interest, and to be honest, this was a figure that I really expected Hasbro to do when they made their first Cad Bane figure. I was genuinely expecting, stupidly enough, Hasbro to do this. They had the parts, they had a Cad Bane head, and they had clone bodies. At the very least, I was expecting them to do a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, or an exclusive of some description, but they didn't. Probably the easiest thing they could have done, and they didn't do it. But alas, Vales Toys have come along and they've provided us with the solution, the answer. Of course, there's no packaging to show because it's a bootleg and it just comes in a little baggie. But today we're going to be taking a look at Cad Bane in Denal's Armour.
Come on, come on!
Trooper, did you get the holocron?
No, sir.
Now this is of course based on his brief outfit appearance in Cargo of Doom, where he disguises himself in a dead clone Denal's armour so that he can escape, hiding right under the noses of Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka. Of course, like I said, this is a bootleg, it's not an official Hasbro product, but wow, you really couldn't tell. And that's something that really impresses me with Vales Toys. You put this with your other figures, you're not going to be able to tell. This isn't some janky custom that someone's made. This looks like an official Hasbro product. Now, the cool thing to note about this particular figure, other than the fact that obviously it's a clone with a Duros head, which is of course Cad Bane, but they didn't even use the official Hasbro Cad Bane head. They took the sculpt of the Sideshow Cad Bane, because Sideshow did a figure of this amazingly, and they used that. I mean, that's way more effort than Hasbro would have put in. I really have to tip my hat and give kudos to the unexpected choice of that. I would have been fine with the Black Series Hasbro Cad Bane head sculpt, but the fact that they went scaled down the Sideshow version is just chef's kiss. But if we look around the figure, as you can see, I have added a backpack onto this. He doesn't actually come with that. It would have been cool if he did, because he does carry this in the episode. I did pick up a 212 Clone Medic, and because this figure didn't come with a backpack, I of course gave the backpack to this. I am aware that in the episode it doesn't have the medic badges on. I'm happy enough, that's fine, but it's just worth bearing that in mind. He originally didn't come with the backpack. It was just literally the figure itself, and I will go through the accessories shortly. But as it really stands, this is just a bog standard clone trooper. Of course, you've got the blue 501st markings on the armour, of which have some suitable bits of paint rubbing and weathering to make out that it's a bit battle worn. The legs have no real paint application on them. They are just plain, and that's fine. But yeah, it's basically just a clone body. Nothing to really sing home about. The head sculpt is the thing that really makes this quite unique. And additionally as well, really, the helmet that he comes with. So of course this is Denal's helmet, made iconic by the visor and also the markings on the helmet. Of course, this is the Phase 1 helmet, and that looks really, really good. Quite impressively, you can get Cad Bane to wear it, although his chin does stick out just a smidge, but you can get away with it, and that looks pretty great. Something I forgot to mention about the helmet is the fact that the visor can be flipped down. Not only that, but I would also like to mention the fact that the markings are painted slightly differently as to how it appears in the show. Well, that's probably due to the fact that this is of course a live action clone helmet, and the Clone Wars is obviously animated, so there's some creative liberties I'm guessing Vail's Toys had to take with this, but just a little thing worth noting is slightly off from how it appears in the series. Additionally as well, he comes with the blaster. It's pretty standard stuff. Nothing to really sing home about. And of course the long rifle as well, that did get packed in with that, which is pretty darn cool. So you do have a bit of variety there in terms of the weapons and accessories that this does come with. What would have been really awesome to see would have been if Vail's Toys took the holocron that came with Dok-Ondar and gave this figure that, because in the episode Cargo of Doom, Cad Bane stole the holocron, and that would have been just a really nice, you know, a bit of attention to detail, but that's fine. I mean, I've got one, and I don't really have Dok-Ondar holding this, so I will probably give that to this Cad Bane figgy, but yeah, just worth bearing in mind. It would have been nice if it included that, but if you do have Dok-Ondar, you've got that option now available to you to give him that accessory if you do pick this up. One thing I would like to note as well, it would have been nice just to reference the episode if there was some blood just on the forearm there, because obviously that's how they find out that Cad Bane is masquerading as Denal the clone trooper.
You're no clone!
But alas, that's fine. That's probably a detail you could add yourself if you really wanted to. Yeah, I mean, that's really it in terms of the figure itself. It's a clone. It does what it says on the tin in terms of its articulation. It has a ball jointed head, ball jointed neck, butterfly joints in the shoulders, ball jointed elbows, ball jointed wrists, ball joints in the torso, ball jointed hips, swivels at the tops of the thighs, ball hinged knees, ball hinged ankles, with the rocker joint. So you can get this guy in some really, really awesome poses. Overall, I'm really impressed with this figgy. I do hope Vail's Toys make a lot of their other previous figures available again and put them back into production, because I absolutely love these. It's stuff that Hasbro could easily do, but for some reason or another haven't yet, and it's suffice to say that Vail's Toys are giving them a bit of run for their money. This one in particular would have been a really easy figure for Hasbro to do, but alas, they didn't do it. But I'm glad that this exists. I'm glad that this is available, or at least was available prior to recording this, and if it should come back available again, I highly recommend it. Again, you really can't tell that this is a bootleg figure. It matches up perfectly with your pre-existing official Star Wars The Black Series figures. I mean, even the Sideshow Cad Bane head sculpt still matches in pretty damn well, and it's just a nice enough additional change of detail that Vail's Toys put into this particular figure, where they could have really done the lazy option of just taking the Hasbro Cad Bane head sculpt and using that. So again, huge kudos to Vail's Toys. I highly recommend this figgy, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And well, this is me, Daniel East 1000, sign out, and thank you very much for watching.